Good morning, student. Today I am going to explain the first chapter of 11th bio, and the chapter name is The Living World, and the topic is the characteristic of living beings, or you can say what are the main features of living beings. As you know, student, in 11th class there are 22 chapters, but out of 22 chapters today I am starting the first chapter, and the main topic of this is the feature or characteristic feature of living beings. So you know, as an introduction, that there are the some physiological activity like growth, reproduction, ability to sense environment, mount a suitable response, and these are the some important features of living beings. So today I will explain one by one these characters of living being. First is the growth. You know, student, that growth is the main feature of all living organisms, and you know that you have seen in the daily life that many living organisms increase in the size and number, and non-livings also showing the same characters, but you know there is a basic difference between the growth of living and non-living organism. Just you have seen the clouds are developed in the bigger in size, but this is the growth of clouds is a kind of external growth. But if we will talk about the human in other organism, then they have the internal growth, not external growth, because in the form of internal growth, this is the main characters of living being, and this occurs due to the cell division. About cell division, you know, meiosis and mitosis, these are the responsible for the increasing the shape and size and growth of organism. So this is the main feature of organism, that is called growth. And second is the reproduction. About the reproduction, student, you know what is the reproduction? Reproduction means the process by which the parents are producing their own young ones, or you can say offspring. That process is called reproduction, and this is also the main features of all living beings. They reproduce their progeny, and these progeny are mostly similar to their parents because of the genetic structure, and the reproduction mainly may be asexual or sexual reproduction. And next, third feature of living organism is the metabolism. Metabolism means the sum of all the process which are taking place inside the living organism, that is called metabolism, and this is classified into two main parts: anabolism and catabolism. About the anabolism, you know, the process which results in the synthesis of something, that is called anabolism, and basic example is the photosynthesis. In 10th class you have studied already what is the photosynthesis, the process of making of food by the plants in the presence of sunlight, and they also take CO2 from atmosphere and absorb the water from roots. So that process is called photosynthesis, and this is the example of anabolism process. And second part of metabolism is the catabolism. You know, student, what is catabolism? The process of breaking down of complex molecules into simpler molecule, that is called catabolism. And the basic example of catabolism is the respiration. You know, in respiration there is a kind of one respiration is called cellular respiration, in which the breaking down of complex molecules takes place into the simpler molecule. So this is the catabolism. And anabolism and catabolism, both process combinedly called the metabolism. And next feature of living beings is the response and to outside stimuli. You know that all living organisms are showing some response to outside stimulus, and these stimulus may be due to the light or some other chemicals and other types of things. Just you know, in the 10th class you already study that the phototropism, chemotropism, thigmotropism. So these are the different type of stimulus due to which the response in organism takes place. That is also important feature of living beings. And next is the consciousness or sentience feature. In this, you know that it is a complicated feature of all living organisms, and in this the ability of sense to their surroundings or environment and respond to the environment stimulus, just like the physical, chemical and biological things. So this is called the consciousness or senses. And just like in this, sometime we are showing some response against the light, sometime towards the water, sometime towards the temperature. So these all are the response against the stimulus, and that process is called consciousness or senses. And in human beings, student, that the human being is the only organism who is aware of himself, and that is also called the self consciousness. And this consciousness becomes the defining property of all living organisms. So this is also most important feature of living beings. So in this way you have studied now many important features of living things, like growth, metabolism, and two subparts of metabolism like catabolism, anabolism. And except this, response to outside stimulus, consciousness, senses. So these reproduction, and reproduction is also two type. uh, First is the asexual and sexual reproduction. So dear student, these are the many types of uh, features of living beings by which they are showing the response against the stimulus. So by these characters we can know that living beings have these following type of features by which they are uh, making the different things, and these are the general or basic characters of all living beings. So if except this, if you have the any problem, any questions, then you can ask. Thanks.